everyone. I hope you are well. I am still on spiritual renewal, and this is a video that I recorded the week before my spiritual renewal to just check in and let you all know that I am thinking about you. I know that I won't be physically around with the church, but know that my heart is definitely there. And I wanted to share a little bit about something that we did as a staff the week that before I left. We took an assessment. It was Strength Finders assessment. And then we met with Jen Spieth, who is a member of our congregation, and she is being trained as a strengths coach. And so she met with us. She spent like almost 6 hours, 6 hours with us, talking about our strengths, sharing with us kind of what it means to focus on strengths and what our specific strengths were as individuals and as a team, and what that can mean for working together and recognizing the strengths in one another and kind of building those up. I want to share two of my strengths. One is my first top strength, because we went over our top five strengths. There are 34 total, and we got our top five, and so we were reviewing those the week before my renewal. And my first one was individualization. Now, that is a very fun word to say. And it means that I like to look at people for who they are. I don't like putting people in boxes. I don't like making assumptions about people, but looking at what a person's certain experiences and upbringings and all of the different things that make a person who they are. I like to really see those as one individual and help them to be seen. And I think in ministry, that helps me to connect with people. And that was something that I never really was able to put into words. I knew that I could do that, but it's one of those things, and I think this is true for all of us. The strengths that we have, we assume that everybody else has them because it comes easy for us. So why wouldn't it come easy for everyone else? So I thought that was something that everybody has, but to hear that as a strength for myself and to think about, okay, how can I use that to connect with people in ministry and help them to be seen and to feel loved as a creation of God. And that goes kind of along with my second one, which is restoration. That's my second strength. And that one I struggle with because that means that when I look at something, I can see where kind of the holes are. I can see where there's some area for growth, and I can see ways to bring wholeness. So sometimes it means that people might think that I'm judging, or I'm focusing on the negative, or bringing out all those bad things. But really, I want to help people and situations and organizations to be whole with God. I want to help the world, I guess, to feel like they are full in everything that they possibly could be, as themselves, and with one another and with God. And I guess that's more of like a theological way to look at that strength. But it's taken me a bit to really wrestle with that. And I'm glad that we went over these the week before I went on renewal, because then I'm excited to dig in and to really pray through and kind of talk with God about, all right, what are these strengths? Like, some of them I don't really see as strengths and I really struggle with, and how can they be used for God's glory? And so this is something, and we're doing it as a staff, and this is something that we want to do for the congregation. So we want to be offering classes in the future where we can have classes of individuals taking the assessment and then working through and learning their strengths so that they can celebrate the way that God has made them, and that you can celebrate the way God has made you, and then see how you can serve and how you can connect and how you can live out those strengths. And yes, in the congregation, like, we always need volunteers and helpers, right? But also, and also in your life, in what you do in all of the days between Sundays, and with your family and all of that. Like, how can you live into your strengths and really use your God-given strengths for God's glory? So I'm excited to, and I think that kind of goes with the individualization, all right? My top strength is finding the uniqueness of each person and really celebrating that and helping people to live into that. So I'm really excited to do this. We don't have it on the calendar yet. We're working on that, but know that it is coming up soon. And we'll let you know when you can sign up, and we can work through those your strengths and help you and celebrate who God created you to be. But you don't really need necessarily an assessment to do that. You can also just think about and pray about that. How have you created me? What are some strengths? And look at yourself through God's eyes. Celebrate who God has created you to be here in this moment, not waiting for an assessment to tell you something, but listening for God's leading in that. So that's what I hope and I pray for you as you go through these next few days, that you can see your strengths, that maybe somebody will point them out for you, or maybe God will just kind of whisper in your ear and let you know what your strengths are, and that you might just revel in that and enjoy that and know that it is good to celebrate and to recognize how God has made you, because that is good and special and holy. So I hope that you all are well, and I hope that you have a great rest of the week, and that you will just rest in the knowledge that you are God's beloved. Take care. Bye.